Hello, Carl here with Sustainability Theory News. We're over at abc.net.au. It's a story about an Australian farmer who created a weed-destroying invention. He has been testing this along with a weed researcher for over 5 years in Australia. This is a wheat harvesting combine. Big piece of expensive machinery. But the inventor's device that we're talking about is right down here, called a cage mill. We'll go to a different picture of it right here. Basically, after the wheat is harvested, it gets rid of what's called the chaff and the straw, and it just ejects it right out of the back of the machine. But when there's weeds in there, it will also have weed seeds. But this cage mill destroys the weed seeds. Up to 95% of the seeds are destroyed. Now, this is a very precise piece of engineering. And normally I'm a fan of grassroots solutions, but I also talk about technological breakthroughs. This device costs $160,000 Australian. That's about $120,000 US. That is certainly not something most small farmers can afford, but they can take a lesson from this. After 5 years of using this device when harvesting his wheat, he has almost no weed pressure on his farm because he got rid of the seeds, and that is the root cause. If you can grow plants with using a lot less or no poisons whatsoever on your land, that is great. You don't have to spend the time or the money putting this poison on your land, pesticides, herbicides, and whatnot. You don't have to risk destroying the soil by, killing the beneficial bacteria and fungi and all the other beneficial organisms in the soil. Maybe there's a smaller scale solution. Taking weeds and chopping off the seed heads before they start forming seeds, cutting off the flowers. Maybe pulling selective weeds, but the key is to get them out before they go to seed and then just spread more seeds on there, exacerbating the problem for years to come. If someone has an idea for a similar device for something small scale, maybe from farmhack.com, they got a real small scale combine, maybe you could put up some sort of cage mill on there. But if you've used one of these devices and you have an opinion, please leave it in the comments below. If you'd like to see more news headlines like this, subscribe to my channel. And of course, the link for this article will be in the description. Have a great day.